Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to Gary Clayton Photography on my YouTube channel. So this morning, when I woke up, I looked out of the window, which I do just about every day, and I noticed a fresh snowfall and this kind of deep grey backdrop, or sky, which would be a great backdrop. So I thought to myself, you know what, about a week and a half ago, I was driving down this country road and I'd noticed this tree. It's not a great tree, not a spectacular tree, not an amazing tree. It's just a tree, but it's kind of sat by itself in the middle of this field. It does have a certain amount of shape and character to it. And I thought, under the right conditions, there could be an image there. Well, I think today could be those conditions. We've got this fresh snow, we've got this kind of deep grey sky, which might be perfect as a backdrop to shoot that tree. So, right now, I'm actually heading back to the car. I did have to come out this morning and do some aerial drone work, which is now done with. So let's go back. Let's go back to the studio. Let's go pack up some gear. Let's go for a drive, and let's see if we can find the tree first of all, and let's see if we can capture its image. See how we make out. I'll see you back at the car. We'll pack up some gear. Okay, I think we've got everything. Okay, so I think we've got everything. So now, okay, so we've made it to the tree where we're going to be shooting today. We're outside, been looking at the situation and the surroundings and so on, but man, it's really cold outside. I'm just setting up some basic gear. My hands became really cold. I'm guessing it's about -5, -8 degrees Celsius outside. So I just got back in the car for a little bit, got the engine running and the heater turned on, just to warm up the fingers and get warmed up again before I go out there and actually set up to do the shoot. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just sat here getting warmed up, and we're actually having a great day. Here we are, we're set up. I did put a ND filter on this. It's super bright outside, so right now I have a 10-stop ND filter on there, just one ND filter. It's giving me about 1/30th of a second at an ISO of 100 and an f-stop at f16. It's super bright. I just wanted to slow things down a little bit. So we have got everything set up. I am using my remote here. Let's take a shot. Let's see what happens. Okay, looks quite interesting. We're going to make some adjustments. But you know what? It's super beautiful out here today. Cold. Man, it's cold. I'm going to say -5, -8 degrees Celsius. No wind. We did have some fresh snow last night. That's why everything's so white. But we've got this really grey kind of backdrop behind us. Hence, too, the ND filter will just help kind of deepen that today. I think the tree with a deeper grey kind of background and the white snowy base, I think that's going to look quite pretty. So we're going to take a few more test shots and we'll see how we make out before we decide on the final composition. Okay, so I've also taken a series of shots in a bracketing mode. So I've taken shots at what I believe is correct exposure. I've taken them at 1 stop under, 2 stops under, 1 stop over, 2 stops over. So we're going to see in Lightroom if we want to work with those. At least it's going to give us that data. Again, with such a bright day out here, it's really tricky, and it can fool the camera a little bit too. I know when I'm looking at it, it fools me a little bit. So yeah, it's better to do some bracketed shots, get some under, some over, some what you think is exposed, and then again we can work with those in Photoshop or Lightroom and see where we get with that, or see what we can come up with. Okay, right now it's super cold. My hands are like really cold right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack up for today, or for now anyhow. I'm going to get warmed up, maybe have a cup of coffee. It's been great. We've got some really interesting shots, I believe, of this tree. So we're going to have a look and see what we get. Anyhow, thank you. Have a great day. Bye, guys.